all good. Anywho. Hey guys, welcome back to the Eclectic ADHD podcast. I'm your host B, and this is your co-host Dakota. Grab a cuppa, get comfy, and enjoy the chaos. This episode is a very cute episode. We're not going to be targeting topics. We're not going to be, lowering stigma. What we are going to be doing, though, because it was our 4-year anniversary yesterday, so we're going to do some couples questions. And hopefully it'll spark deep topics, so it's a longer podcast, but we are going to start off with the Tell Anonymous questions. If I'm not as hyper today, guys, it's because I am knackered. It's past my bedtime. Oh, I have 5 minutes until my bedtime.
No, 7.
Oh yeah, I need to do the past weeks because we weren't here. We're still trying to figure out the shifts and stuff. I don't think there was anything that needed our immediate attention. You need to take more responsibility. Bitch, I will fight you. I will fight you with my fists.
Get him, baby. Get him. Get some.
What are exam situations like for you? Where's my Suki thing? Sorry.
Fuck's sake. Exams, like high school exams and stuff like that, I fucking hate them. I hated them. They were really easy, but yet at the same time, I always got anxiety because I didn't want to like finish really quickly, because then it either means one or two things. You either know the material and are really smart, which according to my grades I was not, or you didn't know the material and fucking guessed it. And so I always waited until I was like the fourth or fifth one to finish, just so that I wouldn't be wouldn't feel stupid and look like I'm stupid.
That is a very burnt pod.
Your turn.
Oh. That's what exam situations are like for me. Next question. Exam situations. I never took my exams. I left school at 15 years old, due to mental health and as such. Did I pause that, or is that just... Yeah, I did pause it. Yeah, I didn't take my exams, and if I did, I was offered a special little isolated room so I wouldn't get distracted and I wouldn't get stressed and blah 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 blah. But I left before I take them. I left with National 4s, although, funnily enough, I left with a National 5 in religious studies. Which I think is fucking hilarious.
That is actually funny.
To be honest, we learnt more about Buddhism in religious studies than anything else, which I actually fucking loved. What's that elephant wife's name? Ganesh.
I don't know.
Her. She's hot as fuck. She had like 6 heads. Examples of swear words you use. Don't even. Sit back. Sit your ass down. I want to be as confident as you. I am just skipping a lot of these because they're general questions and we have answered a lot of them. Hey, who do you spend the most time with? Yeah,
You.
yeah.
And then for your
Although right
answer,
now it is between you and my sister. On account of the situation that she's in, I will be spending a lot of time with her and it will genuinely split. Like, I have no idea who realistically I will spend more time with. Stop thumping. You cannot be mad at me. We're not saying the situation on my podcast, but you cannot be mad at me for that situation.
not mad for the situation. I wants attention.
Would you describe yourself as a responsible person?
Fuck no.
In spite of that comment telling me to be more responsible, yes, I do.
No,
I
I
actually am a
don't.
very responsible person.
You are the responsible one in this
I'm
relationship.
the I'm the adult in this
You are
fucking
you are
relationship.
the adult in this relationship.
I am.
I'm gonna be honest. You are the adult in this
We were having
relationship.
this conversation today, actually, that you are the. What was that noise? Let's go check out that noise. And I'm the. We'll grab you by your scruff and drag you out of the house and move across country because that's quite literally none of our business. Nothing. Absolutely nothing about that noise is any of our business. I don't care if it's our house. I don't care if we have kids and it could be them. Leaving all of it. Mm-mm. No, 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 sir. No, we can get new kids. It's fine. Orphanages are a thing. We're not.
And just so that everyone who watches understands, it's not the like cautious like peeking around the corner. No, no, it's the full on step into the hallway. Who the fuck in my house?
And he's holding whatever he was currently holding in his hand at that time. He could be cooking and he'd have a spatula in his hand. And that put that down off the podcast. Oh, he's lost his fucking wand. We're going to take a brief interval while Dakota finds his wand. I'm actually going to pause this here.
Oh, you can keep going. It's fine.
Oh, I can't pause. Okay, well, I made a marker, but I am gonna actually go grab a pod. Um, if I didn't edit it out, then you're gonna see me climb out of bed and then clamber back in because I'm in like a little nest here. So while he's searching for his wand, I'm gonna go get a new vape pod. Enjoy this brief interval with us. Hold on, let me get some interval music. Get back here. Get back here. You had your allotted time, and that was such a jazzy song. But anyways, we are going to go back to the podcast because it is not our issue that you lost your wand. Baby, we're gonna have to put our big boy pants on and carry on with the podcast because I'm not editing this out. You found it?
The chopstick.
Okay, well use your use your fucking chopstick. Right, where were we? Yeah, he's the type of white person that goes to check on the noise, and I'm just not.
You know what I also just realized?
What?
I just confirmed that that you're the adult.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. Are you intelligent? I don't think I am, no.
Clearly, I'm not. I'm upset that I've lost a wooden wand I've had for 15 years.
You'll find it, baby.
I hope so. If not, I'm gonna start fucking hitting people with my sword.
I don't think I'm intelligent, no.
You're very intelligent.
I don't think I am.
You're
Explain
very.
to me how I'm intelligent.
It takes some level of intelligence to understand that whatever that noise was, fuck that noise.
This is very true. Fuck that. That's none of my goddamn business. Absolutely none of it. You want to go bump in the night? You go bump in the night, baby. It's not up to me.
Take my chopstick with me.
Do you prefer luxury or simple things?
Simple. Ow.
I think I like a bit of both. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here pretending that I wouldn't love to go to a five-star restaurant and stay at a five-star hotel. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I wouldn't love to have a little bit of a taste of the bougie life. But I wouldn't like that to be all of my life. I would like tastes here and there, but I quite like an easy routine lifestyle because when you're rich you have to worry about keeping that money. I don't know if
Yeah.
I like the struggle of knowing that I don't have to work. And it's him that has to worry about the money. That's what I loved. That's what I love worrying about.
I honestly, I say simple because whether it's a cabin in the woods away from like
Mm,
society and a whole bunch of people, or a 5-star resort in the Caribbean, to me, they're both equal.
yeah. Very
Just
different
one I
ways,
can
but yeah,
afford.
I agree with that.
Neither is more special than the other, so I like simplistic a little bit more.
Have you ever seen something really disgusting?
Yes,
What?
I don't remember the name of it, but it started with a T, and the video was the guy going in my mouth.
Oh,
Trout? Is that how you say it?
say it again.
Trout? I don't remember what the word is. It's the video of the guy who goes in my mouth.
In my mouth. Yeah, no,
It's
I can't remember.
whatever that
It's
thing
sheep
was.
stomach.
Yeah, that thing.
I can't remember
That's
what it's
nasty.
called.
That's nasty. Mm.
Tripe. That's what
Trout.
it is. Tripe.
Yeah, trout.
Is it easy for you to love, or do you need time?
I'm not entirely sure how to answer that.
I fall
All
in
love
love.
takes time.
True love.
Yeah.
I think mm, this is my thing, right? And this might be slightly controversial. A lot of people think that true love is you fall in love at first sight and it is deep, it is hard going, it is bam, 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 right off the bat. And that's what true love is. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that that's what true love is. I think that true love is when you fall in love and you have those arguments and you have those problems in your relationship and you both choose to work at it and you're choosing each other every single day. I think that's what true love is. I think true love is when you actively decide to choose each other through everything. And this is why we don't play with things on the podcast. And what did we learn?
Play with things on the podcast.
Well done, baby.
Mm.
Been checking your posts out for some time. Okay, stalker.
Creep.
Creep. Are you currently fighting with someone? No. Not anyone worth mentioning.
In order for it to be a fight, both people have to be involved.
Um, I ever seen something really disgusting? I have. I've done Run the Gauntlet challenge, and everything on that was disgusting.
You,
But I watched it all the way through.
you already did that one.
I know I already did it, but I didn't
Oh, you didn't
answer.
answer. That's right. Yeah, you didn't answer because we got
Yeah.
distracted by the nasty sheep stomach.
There is a video on Run the Gauntlet that truly made me gag. I'm not going to speak about it, I'm not going to talk about it, but it is one of the videos. And if you've watched it and the gore doesn't freak me out, that didn't make me gag. It was just the most disgusting one. And it truly, truly got me. And that was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. What happened between you and your best friend? Oh, you'll twig on quick. Without going into too much detail, and I am going to be very fair when I speak here because for no reason, I think kindness is the best killer in all honesty. I spoke to him about my feelings, how he was making me feel, and he took that as an attack and immediately thought that we were arguing when in reality, I was quite calm having the conversation and just wanting to understand, and he just wasn't listening. He constantly kept saying things that weren't nice. And at the end, he gave me a few really hard jabs, and it really hurt. And it was those moments that I was just like, you know what? I don't even want to save this friendship anymore. I do not deserve to be treated like this or spoken to like this. So we're done. You know?
Yep.
That's it. That's it. He turned into a little fucking bitch. No, I'm joking.
No, stop it.
I said I was joking.
I know,
You
but
suck.
you
You
don't need to.
sucked the fun out of that one. You know that?
I know I did.
Everyone booed Akua. That was a funny joke.
You know what? I'm gonna take my chopstick and I'm gonna go. Where?
Oh well, too bad. Bye!
I have no idea. I am
Um,
in my own home. I don't know where I'm going.
to the end of the gate and back.
Fuck off.
I bet you get a lot of compliments. He does. He
No, I
really
don't
does.
get fucking. I don't get shit. She gets all the compliments.
No, I don't.
Yes, you are, because you're attractive. You're like
I
sculpted
don't. Yes, you are.
stone. It's amazing.
No.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we having a pity cuddle. Okay. You're talented
Yes, she is.
at
Everything.
everything, really. What about fiddle playing? Am I talented at playing my fiddle?
Do you own a fiddle?
I sent you videos of me playing the fiddle.
Then yes. I thought that was a violin.
Okay, no, fiddle is bigger than a violin, I believe, or smaller. The fact that you just lied to me right now because I cannot play the fiddle is
So it was a violin?
no, it's a fiddle.
I don't know what musical instruments are. I don't
Can't
understand the
stop
difference between pianos.
can't stop thinking about you. Aw, send me money.
Live in your head rent
How do you
free.
feel about horror films? Who's flirting with me right now?
I
Which one
am.
of you love me? Not the hair tuck. Do you think being patient is important? In a relationship, very. It takes a lot of patience for two ADHD and ADHD people to. It takes a lot of patience. I think in general, practicing patience is incredibly important in day to day life, but I also think TikTok is ruining people's patience.
Probably.
What would you name your cat if you would get a new one today? Am I getting a new cat today?
Mr. Whiskers. Nah, fuck it. Misker Whiskers.
Misker Whiskers.
Yes.
Wow. I love that name, baby.
I fucking hate cats.
You're never. I'm gonna tell Amalia.
You better not. That's my baby.
Exactly. So you say you love cats right now because you love that cat.
I love that cat.
Exactly. She's a very lovable cat, though, to be fair. Most cats aren't as cuddly as her. But then she does,
Not
like,
like she gives me a fucking choice.
and no, she does take love. But then if you pet her too much, she does, like, claw your eyes out. She's big on consent. I'm not.
Scar. That's from last week.
Can we not play that game?
Hey, look, only mine were from a cat. You want to go there?
Ooh. I have a card. um, what would I name my cat? Depends what it looks like and depends what breed, and it depends on its personality, in all honesty. I can't make those kind of assumptions about a cat. Something demon related. Like if it was a black cat, Asmodeus, immediately. If it was a ginger cat, Satanus. If it was a tabby,
His name would be Dave.
no, if it was a tabby and it was like Amalia, a brown tabby, I would name it Belial. And if it was a Bengal tabby, I would name it Beelzebub. And then if it was a calico, I'd name it Kevin.
Kevin. Dave's unacceptable, but Kevin's fine.
Kevin. Um, Still talk to your ex, or is that done? Which one, honey? I'm a whore. I don't know. I don't know. No. The fuck?
No, obviously, you know the answer. Goddamn.
I just had to make sure.
You know the answer is no. I'd be running for the fucking hills if I was.
You say that. How would you describe your outfit today? Um, Comfy. Like I'm gonna go to the gym, actually.
Which you were supposed to do today.
No, I wasn't.
It's Monday.
I'm aware of what day it is.
Thought you go on Mondays.
Do you want me to collapse on the floor?
No,
Then no.
maybe.
Or.
Don't act like you wouldn't love it. The fuck?
Describe your outfit today.
Um, I put clothes on.
He's wearing jeans and a hoodie. It's very sexy. He's being modest. He's wearing lingerie underneath.
Really not.
A little red number. joking.
Almost certainly sons of bitches were not red, and I was right. They're not red.
I
Because
freaking
I do
love
own
those.
a red pair of these, and so that's why I had to make sure I didn't put the red ones on. Because I did, what the fuck?
Blue,
Fuck you! Shut up!
a little blue number.
Fuck off! It's just boxers. Fucking bitch.
Have you ever made someone jealous on purpose?
Ooh,
No.
no, you bullshit.
I would never.
Shall we talk about the creation of Wallace?
You created Wallace.
Yeah, because you were trying to bullshit around.
Well, when you ask me what were you doing today, and I go, my boyfriend, my side piece, then you created Wallace. That's your issue.
Who the fuck? I was like, oh, this bitch. This bitch, I'ma kill somebody.
You created Wallace,
And
not
so I
me.
kept asking what the fucker's name was. And she goes, fuck it, Wallace. It took me an hour and a half to realize that Wallace was a wall.
Yeah, he's always supporting me and always keeping a roof over my head.
You can fucking suck it.
I will later. Do you
Yeah.
ever look at yourself and wish you looked like someone else?
That requires me to look at myself.
Yeah. All the time. There's always people on TikTok that I'm like, I wish I had their body and or like their proportions, and that's very unrealistic for me to think like that because everyone's built differently. Everyone has different genetics and all of that stuff, and there's not a single skinny woman in our family. We're all like,
Built
well,
different.
Mother Dearest was just built like a tooth, and um, big on the top, skinny little legs.
I
So no,
understood what you meant.
my
You didn't need
my
to explain that.
auntie is built like a tooth. My Mother Dearest is just big. Um, my sister is pear-shaped, and I've always admired her body, and I'm hourglass shaped. So, and I am losing weight, funnily enough. I'm down doing a little losing weight. Um, if I look anorexic in the next week, someone phone the police because something's gone very wrong. Um, yeah, that concludes our. Ah, fuck.
Hmm.
I deleted. Um, yeah. Let me restore those bad boys. I deleted our questions. So that's it for the Tell Anonymous. So we're going to move on to the couples questions. Yay! Since it's our 4 year, it's going to be directed to our relationship in general. It's not really about getting to know one another. It's been 4 years of that. I know everything about that man, but I don't think he knows everything about me, funnily enough.
I've learned in this relationship that I don't have to use my brain very often.
No, you don't. Smooth brain. No ridges or lumps or valleys or bumps. Smooth brain.
And
How
no,
have
it's not because I need to say something. No, I do not. It's not because I'm forcing that. Okay, I do have an intelligence. I'm not an idiot, but 90% of the time, she knows how to handle situations far better than I do. So I typically just turn it off because
yeah.
if I don't, I will cause complications. So
He yeah,
yeah.
I'm not even gonna elaborate on that. Just yeah. How have we changed this year?
Oof.
These are deep, by the way.
Um.
We've changed a lot.
Yeah, I've dealt with my anger issues. I've dealt with some of my past. changed quite a lot actually.
Yeah.
Started eating better, cut out a lot of sugar. So yeah,
Yeah.
get skinny.
Again, this isn't personal, it's about our relationship.
I know. Oh,
What
I'm supposed to
does
answer about you too. I thought we were just doing individual.
Yeah.
Oh,
How has
sorry.
our
See,
relationship changed?
I
We,
just turn my brain off sometimes.
we I'll answer. We went from very immature, intense love to focusing more on ourselves, loving ourselves, and in doing that, it brought us closer and stronger together as a couple. And now we're more of a passionate love rather than a straight, intense, 24-hour talking kind of love. I think that's how we've changed.
Don't get me wrong, the intense is still fun. Or do I need to remind you of the camper incident?
I can't wait to get back in there.
I bet you can.
Saucy. What
Or,
obstacles have we what obstacles have we gone through individually and how has our relationship weathered them?
ooh, um,
Without saying too much, of course.
I have gone through during the course of our relationship. I have gone from having damn near nothing to having almost everything. Um, there have been ups, there have been downs. I have had things and everything was perfect, and then I have lost them, some aspect of those things that were really important, and it threw a monkey wrench in the whole situation. First, it was I had an RV and I was living in the RV, and then the electrical system started to fuck up, and so I had to replace that, and I replaced it with a camper, and then the weather started getting too bad, and I wasn't able to stay in that for much longer, and I got a house, and now there's cracks in the ceiling, vents are falling down, I've had pipes replaced twice, or repaired twice, let me rephrase that, to my car finally giving out, unfortunately, to having to buy a new car, to not to having a job, to leaving that one to go to one that was significantly better, to losing that job, to struggling on food and stuff like that. I mean, I've gone through every hurdle known to man, honestly. There have been times where I was looking at it going, when's the next time I'm gonna eat type situation. So
Yeah. I went from living with my dad and I moved out when I was 20. Yeah, Jesus, I'm nearly 22. Yeah, I moved out when I was 20 into my first chalet. It was a complete shithole. Smelled terrible. Um, didn't keep it very clean, didn't know how to keep a house clean. Um, and then I got this place and I think I've done a good job with this place. Um, when we got together, I was living at my dad's. Spent majority of our relationship at my dad's, and then moved out, got my first flat. Then you came out here again, and yeah, we've had a lot of issues in our relationship, and but I do believe that our relationship has weathered them well. I believe that because we did break up at the start of this year for about I say 6 months. We were fucking together by the end of the week. It was ridiculous, but here we are. You're gonna tell me that us sleeping on call wasn't us practically being together?
I mean, practically, yeah, but 6 months later, we had a conversation about whether we were back together or not. The
Yeah, I
fuck?
know. I know we did. I know we did. But realistically looking back, we did nothing different. We were
To an
just working
extent.
on ourselves and ending the call.
Yeah, we were changing things and trying to force ourselves out of our comfort zones. I mean, so
Mm,
yeah.
yeah. What hardships have happened in our relationship? Did we resolve them, or are there things we still need to work through? There's always things
Ooh.
we need to work through.
Oh yeah, of course. We have resolved a lot of things. I can bring up one that we resolved relatively quickly. Well, not relatively quickly. It took a couple weeks before she finally agreed with me and realized something was wrong. Mr. Tinfoil Hat Man sitting for 12 hours in a fucking graveyard.
13.
13. Oh, I'm sorry. 13 hours in a graveyard.
To be fair, I think he was a friend that I needed at the time. It was just a shame that it was so intense. And I don't think I quite realized how intense of a person he was. I should have guessed by the first ever time we ever hung out, he stayed for 13 hours.
All the while, she disappeared off the face of the planet for those 13 hours.
For those 13 hours, we were not together, so you cannot be mad about that. I was not yours. I did not have to give you my whereabouts. I should have, though.
You
But
you should have at least let me know you weren't dead.
you had my life 360. What
And
turns
it
me
just said you
on?
were in a graveyard for 13 hours. What the fuck am I supposed to think?
What turns you on about me after all these years later?
Don't make me say it. Don't do it either.
What is it?
You know exactly what it is.
I genuinely have no fucking clue.
You do it to me every opportunity you can, especially when I'm fucking tired.
Yeah. Yeah, I clocked on there. I didn't have a fucking clue. Um, what turns me on about you after all these years? Huh. Let me think. Hmm. This is a toughie. Everything. Um, what do we want to accomplish individually this year and as a couple?
I want to establish some form of a savings account,
Yeah, that
or
would
at
be
least
fucking
have
nice.
money.
You were a
You?
shit person with money. I love
I
you.
know.
I love you, but you were so shit with money. You were so lucky I have not taken over
There
your
you
bank
go.
accounts
There you
from
go.
here. You're lucky I'm waiting until I'm out there so you can see what I'm doing, but you are shocking with money.
I'm
Shocking.
aware. You ain't gotta say it.
Um, and as a couple?
I kind of have two answers. One's kind of a joke, the other one's kind of serious.
Okay, give them both.
What is the shortest amount of time between giving birth that you can have another baby? That is
Jesus.
not dangerous.
Like 6 weeks?
Bet I can do it in half that.
No. How about no? No.
Oh, it was the joke. In all seriousness, getting you out here married and us being able to continue our lives together.
Yeah. Individually, I would like to keep losing weight, um, and be happy with my body. Um, as a couple, I would just like us to be in person and not have to worry about saying goodbye. That's what I want. As much as I want a baby, I do think we need to spend at least a year together just enjoying each other's time before we have a baby realistically and maturely. I think we need to do that. before we have a baby.
You want to know what's funny?
Hmm.
Your statement. It's logical. It's reasonable. It's
It's not gonna
understandable.
happen.
The moment I touch you, it goes out the window.
It does. It truly does.
And it's
As
not on my
soon,
end, it's on hers. It's her
yeah,
going, I'm legs.
baby, yes, immediately.
Release me so that you don't get pregnant. Nah, fuck that. We'll leave it to God.
Which one? What three things do you appreciate about me?
um there's so many. Let me pick three. When I was everyone always says in their wedding vows and in sickness and in health. But nobody really grasped that whole in sickness thing. Because most times when people get terminally sick, they tend to not be able to handle it. They can't imagine life without them. They can't imagine supporting them through that because they panic. I went and I had the COVID vaccine after having COVID. And for those of you who have had COVID and got the vaccine, you know it's bad every time you get it. Well, I got the all in one version in preparation for coming out there to see her like 3 weeks later. um, and it was the most difficult sickness I have ever been through. Um, I mean, it was for 3 days. I didn't eat. I didn't get out of bed. I didn't do anything. And she was 3,000 miles away.
So I called your dad.
So she called my dad and had him bring me food because I mean, like, it was so bad. My body was burning up and burning through every ounce of fat on my body that she started to notice my eyes were starting to sink in. My cheeks were starting to sink in. I was weak. I could barely keep my eyes open. When I would sleep, I would have fever dreams and hallucinate to all fuck. I mean, it was bad, and and it was only 3 days I was like this because I got the vaccine, and the very next day I was done for. And so, and in 3 days I lost significant amount of weight because my body was trying to fight it off, and it wasn't really working. And so she called my dad and told him what was going on and told him that this was severe. I didn't have the nutrients and the energy to fight off this infection, this sickness. And it was going to get worse if I didn't get some kind of food in me. And he drove 35 miles, an hour-long trip to get to my house. This is both ways, by the way. He drove for an hour to bring me fucking soup
And crackers, saltine
and
crackers.
crackers and saltine crackers just so that I could get something in my body. And then he proceeded to drive 35 miles and an hour back home to go home and go back home. And she did that out of the blue. Like I had no idea. I was hallucinating whenever he showed up. Um, and I mean, he took full precaution. He dropped the food at the garage door. Um, Told her that he had left the food here because I was non-responsive for 3 days. I couldn't do fuck all. Um, and she told me to go into the garage and go open my garage door, and I opened it, and he's standing there, obviously 10 feet away. And he goes, "I brought you some food," and he looked at me, and he went, "Why didn't she call me sooner?" Because I mean, I literally looked like I was dying. I mean, I had massive bags under my eyes. My eyes were sunken in. My cheeks were sunken in. I was dehydrated. I was shaking just trying to stand up. I was leaning on the doorway, and he looked at me and he went, "She should have called me sooner. I'd have brought you stuff sooner." And I just nodded in my delirium state, grabbed the food and went back. In the moment that I needed someone the most and couldn't and did not have the ability to reach out to somebody, she did it for me. And I know that if that kind of situation ever happens again, she'll note it. She'll know it because it's very rare I disappear for a long period of time. Obviously, when I'm at work, it's a little different. But when I'm at home, she knows if I don't reply within 15 to 20 minutes, give me another 5 minutes. I'm probably doing something on the Xbox and haven't seen it yet. If I don't reply within the hour, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Whether it be I've gone into an ADHD fucking frenzy, or I'm down for the count. And she will spam the fuck out of me until I answer. And if I don't answer within, I think it was, you said 45 minutes after that, if I don't
Yeah.
answer within 45 minutes, she's calling my dad.
Fuck that, I'm calling the police.
Okay, I guess never mind. She's calling the police. She's calling the police to have them do a wellness check on me. So knowing that I have somebody who will always make sure that I am okay is honestly the real definition of in sickness and in health. By the way, I completely forgot why the fuck I went on that tangent.
You have two more. Why you appreciate me.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm sorry. It's ADHD. She's very understanding when it comes to my ADHD as well. Most people in previous relationships, they got extremely pissed off and impatient when I would go on tangents like that, to the point that people have actually looked at me and went, "You're talking for the sake of hearing your own voice." When I was talking about something that meant something or that I was genuinely interested in. She's never thought that or never said it, at least. So she allows me to go on my tangents to an extent. If it gets a bit long, she'll tell me, "Baby, you're you're
Jingle, jingle,
rambling."
jingle.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. um so I appreciate that she's got the patience to deal with the ADHD. Um and the last one that is honestly one of the most important. She doesn't get mad at me when I tell her I'm hungry,
Why would I get mad at you for that?
because I tell you I'm hungry about 8 times a day.
Yeah.
And you don't get mad at me for that because I'm
No,
always hungry.
I'll make you food.
And she just goes, and I say, I'm hungry. She just looks at me and goes, "Well, what do you want?" And even if she's not hungry, she'll make me something.
Mm. You
She,
deserve to eat, baby.
I know. And there was one time when I was out there. We had just had our special fun. um,
We had sex.
we had sex, very good sex. Um, and she got up to go get herself something to drink. And I was just laying there, I was relaxing, I was sweating my ass off. And she disappears she doesn't come back for like 30 minutes. And I finally realized she'd been gone for a while. I go, "Baby, what are you doing?" And she walks through the door with a plate of fucking food for me. Just out of nowhere. She said, "I was making you food." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Three things. I'm gonna go bam, 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 bam with these questions from now on because I'm fucking shattered. Three things I appreciate about you. Suddenly, my mind is as blank as that fucking wall. I appreciate so much about you. I appreciate that you have made me feel safe enough to be vulnerable around you. I appreciate that you give me space when I need it. I appreciate that I can tell you to fuck off and you not take offense by that because I just want to be having my own time to regain my spoons. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate the way you make me feel about myself.
you deserve to feel good, baby.
Me, what are the highlight? What was the highlight of our past year? Breaking up. Highlight of my year.
God damn. I'm
I'm
sorry.
joking. I'm joking.
Fuck. I'll just fuck off with my chopstick.
Jesus.
um, highlight of the year.
Us growing together, I believe.
Yeah,
Us
I think
actually
so.
learning how to love each other and express our love languages and have them being fed by one another, I think.
Understanding more in depth of what each of our love languages are, because love languages are they're complex. People go, yeah, I have my love language is physical touch. That doesn't always just mean holding hands. Sometimes it means biting the shit out of each other. Sometimes it means smacking each other's ass. Sometimes it means cuddling. Sometimes it means full on makeout sessions. Other times it means if I'm not balls deep inside of you, you don't feel loved.
Oh my God.
They're complex, so understanding what level we have, because I'm horrible. I am absolutely horrible with expressing myself with words. But music is a way I express my love. A lot of times I find a lot of songs that genuinely, reflect how I feel about her. So I'll send them to her and she listens to them and she understands that that means something from me.
I look like a frog. Hold on.
Why do you look like a frog?
Sorry, carry on. I didn't know I could do that.
Being goofy and laughing with each other is a love language as well.
Yeah.
It's one we both share because it means a lot. It happens at the most random times when one of us is, give you an example, trying to flirt with the other and it fails drastically, which is usually me. She makes us, it makes it, turns it into a joke moment and makes us laugh at it,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Um, are we doing a good job speaking each other's love language? I think
I would
so.
say so.
For being 3,000 miles away, I think we're doing a damn good job.
If we were in person, it'd be a hell of a lot different.
So much easier. So much easier. I wouldn't wake up to 9,000 TikToks a day.
My bad.
Um, what's one goal we want to accomplish together before our next anniversary?
I would like to come out there and see you again.
Mhm.
Spend time together.
How can we take
Actually,
our
actually put things away and just focus primarily on each other. Not worry about how much time we have or what
I'm not
either one
accepting a
of us are
week, I'm
doing.
just not.
I'm aware, but unfortunately, I think
No,
that's all
no,
I can
you
do.
can take 2 weeks.
I'm flying out there with my parents. Okay,
You don't have to fly back with them.
that's a true statement. If I manage to save up the money to do that, then I'll try to do that. But that all depends on if I can save up the money.
A week is not enough time.
You do realize we're gonna be in Aberdeen for a few days before we come to the island.
So that's even less time.
No, no, it's not, baby. We're gonna be. This trip is 10 days.
Yeah, baby,
We're
I don't
spending
have the
7
money.
of them with you.
Baby, I don't have the money to come to Aberdeen.
I'm aware.
And I could rough on the boat. I might look like shit
It's okay.
though. Ooh. Yeah, I might rough it. No, but where would I stay?
We're staying in a hotel.
Yeah, are you not all just sharing one room though? You're getting separate rooms?
Baby, it's. I don't know. I will find out when I
Okay,
go out
okay,
there.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
If you're getting
That's
separate rooms, yeah.
that's why I'm taking my laptop with me. Is because we're gonna finalize this stuff while I'm out there with her.
Hmm. Um, how can we take our intimacy to the next level? Be in person? That would really take things to the next level.
No, it has another meaning.
No. No, stop it. I'm not a bowling ball. What can you do to become a better spouse? What can I do to become a better spouse? And then I'll do you.
That's a hard one to answer. Because the most common answers that I would, normally just say, hey, do this, is stuff that we have done before that we don't do anymore because we've moved past that. Like some of the answers I would say would be like good morning messages, random pictures throughout the day, random moments of trying to get me worked up, stuff like that. We've moved past that stuff because
I still do that.
you still do it occasionally. Yes, you do it occasionally
I
now,
did that
which is
today.
you did. Yes, you did. But doing it every day was a hassle. You were constantly on your phone. You were constantly. It was like you were fixated on having to do that. That it was a requirement in a relationship, not something special that you chose to do simply because it was fucking Monday. And so that there's it's a hard one to actually answer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think I have an answer for that. I think everything's amazing right now. So, what's your answer for me?
Become a millionaire. Pay the fucking lawyer. That's what you can.
You know I'm working on it. What's your real answer?
Um,
This will
nothing.
be
I think it's pretty great right now.
okay. And I'm thinking that that's it. That's time. So we're gonna end it there.
Okay. I love you so very much.
I love you.
My big love yous.
You big beans.
My big ebens.
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up so you can get some sleep, okay?
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry about our brief interval. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It wasn't our usual kind of episodes. It was more anniversary based, but I figured we would take you guys along with us to enjoy our relationship and celebrate with us. Leave a like, leave a follow, leave a little subscribe. Um, I hope you guys know I upload earlier on Spotify than I do YouTube. So if you want to get to the episodes earlier, go to Spotify. And once our channel gets a little bit bigger, we are gonna set up a Patreon and we'll just start uploading on fucking Tuesdays. So you get it a day early. Imagine that. And behind the scenes.
Yeah, it'll include like stuff that happened during the intervention and funny skip moments and bloopers. We can add some bloopers in there.
Intervention?
Did I say intervention?
Interval.
Interval.
Interval. That's what you're thinking of.
It's actually intermission.
Interval is another word for intermission.
But
I'm not gonna edit this at all. I'm too tired. So I just need to get this. Actually, no, this is Monday, so I will do everything I need to do on Tuesday. So I can just go biggie pins. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much.
see y'all later.